gentlemen.
All the way live from Baltimore, Maryland, USA, it's the Ichiban Pirate Radio Show, starring Master X 1998. Okay, and that is how you start an intro. Welcome back, guys. It is I, Master X, and this is the Ichiban Pirate Radio Season 3 premiere. Okay. So, on this piece of paper, you can't see it because I shut off the camera. So what I have in my hands here is a piece of paper with certain YouTubers' names on it. No, it's nothing threatening. It's just today's segment here, we're gonna be talking about, critique your favorite YouTubers that we know of. So, who's first? So get ready for some good action. Okay, who's on the first? Who's first on the list? Hey, some guy named Lost Pause. Oh yeah, Lost Pause. Noble. Okay, all right. For Noble, to me, the guy's a fucking legend. Like, it's not every day that you get your channel deleted twice and still come back. It's the third time he's here. Like, because the other two times he got removed because YouTube been fucking with him for a long time, and basically. He's one of the few. He's one of those cats that inspired me to do this YouTube gig, and he takes pride in his work. Like, he basically doesn't matter how many times his channel gets deleted and comes back. He still does what he does. He still does what he loves, and that is to review anime and also be a complete goofball. But seriously, pretty cool dudes. Check him out. Okay, what's next? Natsu Fuji. Oh yeah, I've subscribed to him. He subscribed to me. Also, I follow him on Twitter. He follows me on Twitter. We're like the best friends. We're like bestest of friends. So, and one thing I say is his beats are incredible. Okay, Psycho Pio. He's a pretty funny dude. His roasts are should be like everyone should like them. I'm not gonna say that. Everybody should see him at least once. And also sure, he yells a lot in his videos, but that's just his character. That's how he is. Because sometimes a cartoon or something needs a good roast. So, yeah, he's pretty funny. Yeah, how about this girl named Ting Ting ASMR? Oh, you mean Lady Tingles of Tinglestein? That's what we call her. It's a concept name. So, yeah, about Ting Ting here. Let's see. She's basically good at the ASMR thing. She's basically pretty good at it. She seems like a nice person, yeah. Especially she even helped me get through my writer's block when I was doing my ASMR thing. I'm still doing the ASMR thing. It's not going anywhere. I'm just trying to make videos as much as I can before I go to work next week. Now, so I mentioned her in a ASMR video. Okay, she didn't see it. Then she looked at then I told her I actually shouted her out, like shout outs to her. She didn't even reply. Okay, and then I talked about like some serious shit, like some the Chinese are in Africa and they doing dumb shit in Africa. Like they're not respecting the rules and laws of it. I try to talk to her about it because she's Chinese, and it's like this. She's seen it, but I think she ignored it, which got me believing that she's either ignorant or answered or like basically avoiding the question. But like I try to explain myself, no response. I tried I tried basically apologizing. No response either. So then it got to the point where I was thinking like maybe she doesn't want me around, or maybe she's trying to avoid the question like at all times. But at the end of it, like, but I came to the conclusion and then I got thinking like maybe she didn't want to answer that question. It made her feel uncomfortable. And I can understand that. And maybe it was a huge, and it was the whole thing was a huge misunderstanding, maybe. And apparently, so overall, Ting Ting's content is pretty good. Like you should really watch it too. And you know what? You know what? I'm just gonna okay next because this one gave me a little. I'm trying to mix my words here. Yeah, we're live, man. I know we're live. Just trying to get back into the groove. Okay. All right, who's next? Bizarro 13. Bizarro 13. He is a good friend of mine on Twitter. Like he basically he was one of the first followers I had on Twitter. Right? And he's still around. He still follows me to this day. Like this was when this is why I started my Twitter account last year. And like I was basically like I was actually a little happy. I was happy because like YouTubers gotta stick together, and you don't really get that. But Bizarro, he's something else. He is that person that will, if he sees something in you, that's when he will be down with you. So shouts to Bizarro 13. You're a wonderful friend. Stonedy, okay. Stonedy, well, his content's pretty good too. He makes like good rap videos here and there. He makes good rap songs here and there. Okay. Now okay, so like even though I don't really watch his content like that as much as I used to, possibly because of the whole thing that happened a few months back, when the demigod and Stonedy had this beef, which was a total misunderstanding. But I was on both streams, right? So I was trying to keep the peace. I was trying to explain demigod side of the story, and I was while listening to Stonedy side of the story at the same time. Someone lied to me. I'm not going to mention their names, but you know who you are. They lied on me, make it seem that I was betraying the Stone Nation. So Stonedy heard about this and basically unmodded me from his live streams, which really is kind of unfair once you think about it. Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty unfair once you think about it. And I was just so upset because he shouldn't have done that. Like you should have, like, basically I can understand that the Stoney was angry, but at least you shouldn't take it out on the people that are trying to help you. Like you shouldn't do that. And I made a few videos about him and the people that lied on me, but they're on private now. They're on private now because the beef is over. I already apologized and stuff. I was gonna make another video about Stonedy, like basically roasting him and those diss tracks he made towards the demigod, but something in me told me not to do it because it'll bring more damage that's already been done. So that's when I made the video about like basically standing an olive branch, squashing the beef between me and Stoney and his people and his subscribers that I may have crossed with my decisions. mostly, first of all, I'm an indecisive person, and I like to hear both sides of the story before I make a judgment. Okay, so don't get it twisted. So, and speaking of the ghetto demigod, the guy's a really cool guy. He's a straight shooter, and I can respect that. He's one of the few people, like the ghetto demigod, or the artist, or I call him the artist formerly known as the Ghetto Hog. Basically, he was one of the few people that inspired me to do his YouTube gig back in 2014. Like basically, that's all I'm gonna say. His like demigod, if you're watching this, thanks for inspiring me to do this YouTube gig. Like this was and basically inspired me to make my own channel well, under the pretense of, if you can do it, I can do it. So next, Matthew Santoro. Oh, Matthew Santoro, he's pretty informational, friendly and informational. All I'm gonna say. He's bald as fuck though. Anyway, Rob Dyke. Another straight shooter. I'm down with the occult and the like horror comedy type of thing that he does. And like basically it's well thought out, you know? Okay. Ekimog. Okay, Ekimog. Those guys are pretty cool too. Like their reaction videos are basically top notch and very funny. The best one I can tell is M Dog. M Dog is that nigga. Let me tell you that much. Struggle Soldier, he has his moments. He has his moments. Like basically think of M Dog and Struggle Soldier as like the. Okay, think of M Dog as Butthead and the Struggle Soldiers Beavis. Basically, one is basically more. Basically, one is more. What's the type of word I'm gonna? What kind of word should I say? Like basically, think of it as this. Like one is basically the funny one. Well, they're both funny, but one is like one is the leader and the other one's like the sidekick. So M Dog is like this. Think of M Dog as like a superhero, and the Struggle Soldier is a sidekick. Struggle and Silent Ninja, the girl who's in the left. I don't know who. I don't really know much about her, and it's best I just avoid talking about her because I don't really know. I don't really know her that well. So, moving along, Logan Paul. Really, you want something about Logan Paul? Okay, Logan Paul. It was at one time that even though I never watched his content, I actually at one point in 2017 I was basically okay with Logan Paul to a certain extent because his brother. You see his brother Jake, and it's like I don't know if he's no different from him or something like that. But I heard about that diss track that Logan Paul made to Jake Paul last year. The Fall of Jake Paul. That was the rap beef. The beef between like I just don't understand why vloggers want to be rappers. It's just fucking awful, man. It's bullshit. Half the time it's fucking terrible. And I'm the type of nigga that basically doesn't sugarcoat it. If I find something wrong, I will basically point it out. All right. So, but then like the Japanese Suicide Forest video is when I lost all respect for Logan. And basically, my thing is this: if you go to another country and don't respect its laws, and also laughing at a dead body, a person who hanged himself. This is coming from someone who thought about killing himself at one time and dealt with depression almost all his life. You, Logan Paul, are a piece of fucking shit. you're a piece of trash, in my opinion. KSI should have beat your ass in that fucking boxing match. Speaking of KSI, fuck him too, because you don't do that to your brother and your family. Basically, you choosing your friends over your family. That's fucked up. Even I would never do that. And I know plenty of you out there would never do that. You would your family comes first. Always remember that. So. And now him and Deji, Comedy Shorts Gamer, the person who I'm actually cool with. I'm cool with Deji, but not his brother. So KSI, fuck you. Logan Paul, eat a fucking dick. Eat a fucking dick, motherfucker. Because I have a deep respect for the Japanese people, the country of Japan, and its culture, and everything in between. And you, Logan Paul, spit on that fucking... You spit on that culture with your bullshit videos. So don't come back to Japan. And you know what? You shouldn't at all, because the Japanese police are looking for your ass. You're wanted for questioning, bitch. So Logan, stay the fuck out of Japan, or stay the fuck out of any country that you don't know nothing about, and stop treating like your own motherfucking playground. So fuck KSI, fuck Logan Paul, and a story. Next, Ashton and John. Ashton and John. The only thing I know about Ashton is she's a model. That's the only thing I know about her. And John, it was like one of those country boys that be they're singing power ballads and shit like that song, and I still love you, looking ass. He like seriously, I don't really know much about them, and seriously, I don't really know much about them. Okay, how about console wars? You mean the premise or the channel? I've heard about console wars. The channel. The guy formed the people informally known as Level 1 Rules. Oh yeah. Those guys. Basically the show was pretty cool. It basically, and because of them, that's the reason why I actually knew much about the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis more than I had before I knew about them. They're also there's some of the few people that inspired me to do this YouTube gig like back in 2014 and make videos around the following year, 2015. So Dan, who was basically the leader, Dan is a cool guy. Greg is also pretty cool. I don't know what happened to Greg. Kind of weird. It's kind of weird because like I'm looking at their video, looking at videos lately, and Dan's the only I see in here. Greg, I don't know what happened to him, and I hope he's okay. Hopefully nothing bad happens to him. So Greg, get well soon if you're in a hospital or something. I don't know what happened to Greg, but give my regards. Elijah Mack. I knew him back when he was known as Leon Kennedy in LK Genesis. See, he's from Virginia. I'm from Maryland. We basically got we have a little Maryland Virginia connection. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this because we are the two hottest channels in the DMV, and he's one of Stone D's subscribers. So I have nothing against Stone D. I have but Elijah Mack is basically a pretty good, pretty cool subscriber, pretty cool YouTuber. He makes gameplays and live streams. That's like I do. Me and him do live streams, but he does gaming. I do vlogs and whatnot. So little homie's gonna get big one day. He's gonna get big one day on this YouTube gaming scene, and you just gonna sit back and wait. Blame it on George. Also another person who inspired me to do this YouTube gig. His voice creeps me out a little, but it's pretty entertaining. That was like the first video I ever seen was like top 40 lost episodes of kids shows, and that was when I subscribed to him, because like I follow channels that are informational or funny or something in between. Like, and Blame on George is one of those things. He's informative and entertaining, and he's basically pretty cool YouTuber. Brandon Rogers, that guy's fucking funny. The guy's fucking funny. He's like, he should be on Adult Swim. All I'm gonna say. RDC. Supreme Dreams. Those guys are pretty funny. The roasting videos, the anime reviews. I think they make anime reviews. No, they don't. They don't make anime reviews. They basically, but they do talk about anime sometimes. They talk about anime. They make it like the Avenger videos are pretty funny. They know more about sports than I do. They know more about football and basketball than I do. So I was saying is they're pretty funny. They should also be on a Adult Swim or something that will something, because those guys are gonna go places. How about Poma Dolly? Now, Poma Dolly, she's basically pretty good. She's cute. She's very good at her craft, which means ASMR. She also inspired me to make my own ASMR video, to make my own ASMR channel, Ninja Fox ASMR. You should check that out. Solid ASMR work. Solid ASMR. You know how I stumbled upon her channel was, it was in the recommendations box, and it was like it was like one of those videos where she basically when you make mouth sounds, which is part of ASMR, you make mouth sounds, pretend to like eat someone, pretend to eat something, I stumbled upon it when I was trying to go to sleep, and pretty top notch. And I made a bet. I made like a challenge. If this can make me sleep, I'll subscribe, and it did. And I subscribed to Pomo, ASMR Pomo. So that being said, one day I hope we can collab and be friends. Make an ASMR video together or something. Okay, who's next? Shadow Lovely. Another good ASMRist. Another well done ASMRist. It's a voice actress, which I like did not know firsthand, but like I see a lot of that lately. Mixing ASMR with voice acting, and pretty good craft. Some are good, some are okay, but Miss Shadow Lovely's in that good that good category of voice actress / ASMRist, and basically I'm trying to do that my damn self. Trying to do the voice acting and the ASMR at the same time, my damn self. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Next time I come back to the ASMR channel. So pretty good YouTuber, pretty good ASMRist. How about the Advice Show? The Advice Show. I mean, with Philip Scott. He's a pretty cool guy. Very informative. Like, even though I don't agree with some of the stuff he says, but like he's like basically think of him as like the black CNN, but good. Like the good version of like CNN, Fox News, CNBC, those like Fox News and them. But unlike CNN and Fox News, they show like the advice show. He basically like he's like he reports on the things that the others don't he reports on things that the others don't, that the others don't report on, black on, like, something to do about, like, because how the media portrays us blacks as, this, that, and the third. He doesn't do that. And never respect him for it. Jake Paul, 0. I give him a 0-star rating. I don't fuck with him at all. He's annoying. He panders towards the children. Basically, it's kind of like marketing towards children, even though his content is not. I don't think it's not suitable for children. That's kind of fucked up. I don't like it, and I'm not trying to sound like a crotchety old man when I say that, but it's like, fuck, man. I don't like it when you try to market towards young children, and your content doesn't, and you don't practice what you preach. Also, I'm not going to forgive him for that when he said the N-word in a rap song, freestyle, and Eminem learned his lesson when he said that, like, when he was like 16. Don't do that. So, and there's every day, bro. That shit is fucking garbage. Like, I've heard bits and pieces of it. Terrible. Just terrible, man. Like, stick to vlogging and put down the mic. How about Yodius? Yodius? Pretty good YouTuber. She's basically, I think she's a model, and like, and one day I hope to see her in Japan too, because like me and her can collab. It'll be super fun. And even though our content is two totally different things, I do vlogging and sometimes I do like experimentation videos, like experimenting videos, like, I try one thing and they see and hope it will, catch on. Yodi she does beauty vlogs and Japanese lessons and stuff like that. And one day I will do Japanese lessons too, on the channel when I move to Japan. And when that time comes, you know where to find me. How about Sniper Wolf? That bitch. I'm sorry. Seriously, I don't really like her at all. At one time, I did subscribe to Sniper Wolf at one point in time, but like I keep hearing things about. I've been hearing some things about her. I don't know if they're true or not, but it's like, I don't know. I just got suspicious and I just unsubscribed because like she has a little, like, she brings a little, I don't like a channel that has too much negative vibes. I don't want to be associated with something like that, and I'm pretty sure you people can understand that. I just don't, I don't really, fuck with her like that. I unsubscribed to her from YouTube. I unfollowed her on Twitter. I don't want nothing to do with her, and that's a good thing. She hasn't done anything to me. And I heard she tends to sue people for defamation because people talk bad about her. We're not talking bad about your Sniper Wolf or Leah, as that's your real name, Leah. We don't roast you because we feel like it. We roast you because there's something wrong about you. There's like, basically, we roast you because you're a shitty human being. And I don't like when female YouTubers blame sexism for not getting over or not reaching the heights as the males. It's kind of stupid. If you apply yourself and hone in on your craft, that's where you get somewhere in this freaking once great platform known as YouTube. Okay, moving on. Blasphemous HD. I think he changed. I think he changed. He was also one of the few people that inspired me to do this YouTube, make my YouTube channel. And he was funny, pretty funny for the most part. Like he would say shit even I wouldn't think he would say. Like he was just like he was the person who had no filter like I do. I have no filter when it comes to my channel, and he used to have that too. Till YouTube start knocking at the door and basically trying to get rid of him. That's when he started to, clean up his act, and it doesn't work. I mean, I think last time, I see he tried to. The first red flag is when he chopped parts of his videos out when he makes reaction videos. When he makes reaction videos, he tends to chop some parts out, and it's okay if you do it once. But if you do it more times, that's when I get suspicious, and that's like, I don't know about you. Then I think the last time I seen him, he basically muted, every time he curses, he mutes himself, and it gets annoying really fast. So to me, he changed, and I think he deleted some of his videos because he's not advertiser friendly. And I'm not going to censor myself because of YouTube. I'm not going to do that ever. You want to know why? Because I believe that I can say whatever I want as long as it follows the terms of service, as long as nothing too graphic, I believe that you shouldn't act a certain way just to get money or advertisers. You want to know why? Also, if the advertisers don't like what you're saying or doing, fuck them, because they're not beneficial for you anyway. I'm not doing this for the money. Unlike certain people, unlike certain YouTubers, I don't do this YouTube shit for money. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for views. I do this because I respect the craft of videos. I make videos to have fun, not for the money. So move along. Okay, now we're going to the realm of video game. No, to the realm of animators. Animation story times like Sugar and Cypher Den and the Out Ones Out and Jane Animations. Those guys, they're pretty cool. Also, you forgot to mention Swoozy. But those guys, also Turkey Tom and Mr. Enter. But okay, I'm just going to talk about this one by one. So Sugar, I don't know much about her, but she's an okay YouTuber. That's all I'm going to tell you. Cypher Den, she's interesting, but too clean cut for me. I don't know. I just feel that way. I feel like that she's a little too squeaky clean for my taste. Odd Ones Out, I don't know him like that, so I'm not going to talk about him like that. I'm not going to talk about him. I'm not going to talk bad about him. I don't know much about him, so I don't know anything about Odd Ones Out. But I do know by other people I've heard about, he basically makes good content. Who else? Jane Animations, one of the first YouTubers I ever seen when I came in 2014. When I started making YouTube videos, she was an inspiration. And I try to make make videos with just my drawing. With just my drawing of myself and I'm talking. So that's trying to hire animators for that. One day I'll get the chance to. So on top of that, also Turkey Tom, Dylan Thomas, you forgot also. Dylan Thomas is a pretty cool guy. Let's see. Turkey Tom, he's all right, but to me, he sounds a little conceited for my taste. He sounds too much of an asshole. I don't know. I'm a little suspicious about him. Who else? Mr. Enter. Yeah, that one time I actually was cool with Mr. Enter. But to me, he acts like a little bitch when it comes to certain things, like, you know, like gross out humor. He just acts like he has a weak stomach for it, and it kind of turns me away, because like if you don't like it, why are you watching it? Like, shit, you don't have to do this. So now I unsubscribed from him for one reason, because that he insulted my childhood shows. He said that the 2000s was the worst decade of cartoons. No, the fuck it wasn't. There was some good cartoons. Sure, there was some that we all like to forget, like Fred the Coconut, or you know, like Fred the Coconut or something. But and the Angela Anaconda. But the 2000s was far from the worst, okay? So watch your mouth when you talk about that, because the 2000s was not the worst decade for cartoons. That's what I don't like about you 90s kids. Sure, I was born in the 90s. I was born in 98, but you don't see me talk about how cool the 90s were. Sure, some things in the 90s were cool and entertaining and interesting, but not all the cartoons were good, okay? So stop shit talking about my childhood. That's why I unsubscribed from him. Moving along. Now we're going to run with the anime. The anime characters. The anime YouTubers, like Anime America and those other ones. I did talk about Lost Pause in the beginning of the video, but Anime Man. His name is Joey for some reason. His name is Joey, the Anime Man. Personally, he's pretty cool. He's basically he's an alright YouTuber in my opinion. He's alright. I can give him like a 3-star rating. My thing is he's kind of conceited in my opinion. He acts like he knows everything about anime, and it's like it kind of gets on my nerves, because you're not the be all end all of anime reviewers. I try to make an anime review. I'm trying to make an anime channel which talks about anime and otaku related content, like Aki Dearest, your girlfriend. So my thing is, and also what he did to Lost Pause, to Noble, it wasn't right. Like, you don't use him for views. You don't use him to get more subscribers. That does not sound like a good friend. Does that sound like a good friend to you? Because I don't think so. So, Anime Man, you are, I don't know about you. You're a little suspicious in my book. A little suspect. Aki Dearest, she makes good content here and there. She makes content here and there. It's like she's like, I believe Aki Dearest is better than the Anime Man anyway. Like, I believe she's better than him in videos. I believe she's better than him in reviewing anime more than anime, because the Anime Man, to me, he sounds conceited, whereas Aki Dearest sounds like she knows about her anime, okay? She knows her anime, she knows her manga, and it's like, and I'll look up how many subscribers she has than you, or you, like something like that. You know what happens when couples have 2 YouTube channels and 2 camps are come together, and when that splits up, and when the couple splits up, both camps are divided. Like, the mega powers explodes or something like that. And I told you this video is all my personal opinions. So take this with a grain of salt and read the goddamn description before you start talking bad about me in the comments, because I'm not for it. I don't know, I'm just a little upset today. I don't know. I feel like I had a very shit week. Like, and it's time for me to vent out my frustration. So, uh, on a serious note, Akidiris is better than any anime man, and when it comes to videos, top notch. Um, Mr. Cronexia, he's okay. He's an okay YouTuber in my opinion. He's an okay anime reviewer in my opinion. Um, he seems to know a lot about he knows his anime. I know my anime, he knows his anime. So pretty cool. Pretty good YouTuber. Anime America is Robin and them. Um like in my opinion, Anime America is like the only long time anime review channel that I ever know. So, because I know them since at least 2015, but even though they've been around since 2007. So, in my opinion, like Robin, I have a deep respect for because she knows her shit. She knows her anime, and and the people around her, like her friends, like the people that help her with videos, they know their anime too. And I I hopefully one day that we get to meet because it'll be a blast. So, and don't be like the anime man where you basically act like you know everything about anime and you're not the end all be all. That's just my opinion. Moving along. Robert Kitsne. Robert Kitsne? Oh yeah. She's also another Twitter buddy of mine. Um her Jane the Killer videos are pretty interesting and epic. Especially with Ghostface from Scream. Uh she doesn't make videos like that, but when she does, it's like she never disappoints. She never disappoints. And it's like top notch stuff. Okay, who's next? Freelancer Amber. Oh, her. Okay, Freelancer Amber, in my opinion, pretty interesting because pretty interesting YouTuber, very top notch. She makes reaction videos of Rooster Teeth, which sometimes gets in trouble. But she doesn't just do Rooster Teeth. She does Screw Attack. She makes videos about Screw Attack. She makes videos about other things here and there, and I respect that. You don't basically stick to one. You don't stick to one channel. Don't review everything. Don't review one channel and not everything else. And I respect it because it doesn't make her boring. So so good on you. Super best friends. Super best friends to me they're like the Canadian version of Oni Plays and Game Grumps, but they're really cool they're really good at their at their at what they do. Um, I can't even tell who's funnier, Matt, Pat, or Wooly. Um, I can't even tell because they're both equally funny. So I never seen their live streams and nothing like that. I've never seen anything outside of what they do on YouTube. My favorite gameplay videos they made was when Def Jam Fight for New York. Because Rage was like the OP character in my opinion. And I hopefully one day we get to use Rage in one of the fighting games we're going to develop later down the line. And also hit me up because if you want to make Savage Streets, Ichiban Studios will be your partner in crime. So look us up. Um, hold on. And last but not and last, how about feminist frequency, Master X? Who? Feminist frequency? Anita Sarkeesian. Hold on. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? What? Like you're telling me about that bitch? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, you say you're gonna critique some of the YouTubers you know of. Yeah. And she's one of the worst. Can you give like an explanation to that? Like, I know when I made this video, I'm going to basically I was going to basically pull no punches, but you know the ones, but like, let me tell you something right here. Let me say something like this here. When I made this video, I wasn't roasting you. I was critiquing some of the people I know of, and sometimes if I'm cool with you, then I will tell you about it. If I'm not, then I will be your enemy, because if you're an asshole or if you're someone that I don't agree with, like it's not that I don't agree with the shit that you say. It's just the fact if you're an asshole, I don't like you. Not because you're a woman, because you're a jackass. And I don't discriminate either. Now, let's talk about Anita Sarkeesian. You goddamn motherfucking stupid piece of shit. You know what? I'm going to say this right now, because Anita Sarkeesian or Feminist Frequency, whoever the fuck your name is, my opinion, you are the reason why the gaming industry is what it is right now. And it's not for the better. You and your other feminist social justice bullshit motherfuckers basically trying to ruin everything for everyone. You know, I said in several videos, I don't like feminism. Why? Wanna know why? Because they trying to make the assumption that all men are assholes. But that's not the case. Any girl would tell you. A girl will tell you that I am the most down-to-earth, nice person you'll ever meet. And to all you feminists out there, I don't agree with nothing you're saying. You're no different from the Nazis. You are no different from anyone else. And about this wage gap shit, that doesn't exist. You just need to apply yourself. That's why men are going their own way, because they don't want to deal with bitches like you. You want to know what? And you know what? This video, I'm talking about every person that I know of. Some of the people that I know of. Some of them I'm down with, but some of them I don't fuck with at all. Now, in Feminist Frequency, Anita Sarkeesian, Lacey Green, whatever the fuck your name is, and all of you feminist YouTubers out there, I don't fuck with you. Because you try to give us men a bad reputation. That's why I was down with the first wave of feminism. Second wave feminism was okay. First wave, they brought about women's rights and prohibition. So you third wave feminist types, I'm not down with, because even the second generation of feminists don't like what you do, because they were about women's rights. They were about not just for the white women, but for all women of all races, of all walks of life. But you tend to basically bash any man that doesn't agree with you. And you even turn down, you even basically shit talk about the transsexual men or women that are basically, there are feminists too, but like let them in because they were born a man, but then later on they became females. So feminism, for all you ladies out there, feminism is not all it's cracked up to be. And this is coming straight from me. Tell them I said it. So, my opinion, fuck Lacey Green, fuck Anita Sarkeesian, fuck feminism in general, because you're no different from anyone else. You're no different from Black Lives Matter. You're no different from Antifa. You're no different from the fucking Klan. You're no different from David Duke and all them other fucktards, all the racist fucktards. And that's why I don't fuck with the far left or the far right. I'm the in-between crowd. And no side is right. You feminists are gonna be gone soon because nobody will fuck with you. In the Me Too movement, that's all you're doing. And sometimes half the men didn't even do it. You want to know why I'm not down with the Me Too movement? It's because Black men like me this was before the civil rights movement, during Jim Crow and all that, and even in slavery times. White women were coming on to us Black men, just to piss off daddy. And they even, white women were blackmailing us to get us killed if we didn't comply, if we didn't have sex with them. And it even went down to the Jim Crow era that happened. Reconstruction era that also happened. And Black men, even if so much is to look at a white woman, talk to one, even think about it, we were killed. We were hanged, beaten, burned, everything between. And when you accuse someone of sexual harassment, that's why people don't believe you, because most of the time it's false. Surely, to those who were actually raped, and also men can get raped, men can get slut shamed. You're not the only ones who get slut shamed and raped. I was never raped. I was never that never happened to me, but to all the men who dealt with that, feel sorry for y'all, because y'all shouldn't have to go through that. So, my opinion, fuck the feminists. This has been a wonderful season 3 premiere. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video ever again. This has been a lovely season 3 premiere, and this is Master X signing off.